Hello students, welcome to first episode of polynomial. Here in this episode you will learn the meaning of algebraic expression, the meaning of polynomial, various terms used in the polynomial, zeros polynomial, constant polynomial, the types of polynomial and how to find the zeros of polynomial. So let's start the lecture. Algebraic expression. What is algebraic expression? When you see the variables are joined by the fundamental operations, then it forms algebraic expression. Here you will see x cube, 3x square, 4 etc. These are called your numbers, combination of number that including a variable. Okay, so there here x square, they are called variable because their number can be changed. Okay, and if they are joined by different operations like plus, minus, multiply, divide, then it forms a algebraic expression. Here x cube, 3x square minus 4, these are called the term of the algebraic expression. So if I write suppose x square plus 3x plus 7, so this is called an algebraic expression. Here these individual variables, if we see, then they are called the term of this algebraic expression. If I just want to count the number of terms, so this algebraic expression has 3 terms. If I just write, see this, so this algebraic expression has 2 terms. So algebraic expression is nothing but when a variables or the number joined by the operation plus, minus, multiply, divide, then it forms a algebraic expression. So by the definition of algebraic expression, we are able to know the what is the meaning of term. Okay, so this algebraic expression contain 3 terms, that will 2. Now what is polynomial? Polynomial is nothing but an algebraic expression only, but the exponent of each term should be whole number. That is the condition for a polynomial. The function is called polynomial if, or the expression, algebraic expression is called the polynomial if you see each term and if the exponent of each term is whole number, meaning if the exponents of each term is suppose 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, that is what called whole number, then it is called a polynomial. See, if I just say x cube plus 7x minus 3, is it a polynomial? If I just say the exponent of first term is 3, exponent means power, exponent of second term is what? 1. The exponent of third term is, if x is not here, you can put 0. So the exponent of third term is 0. So we can say yes, it is a polynomial. If I just write root x plus 3x square, okay, if I just check the exponent of second term, then it is a whole number. Exponent, what I mean to say, that is the power of x, what I am saying. So here the exponent of x is 1 by 2. Root x means 1 by 2. So I can rewrite this statement as x raised to 1 by 2 plus 3x square. So here if you see the exponent of first term here, that is 1 by 2, which is not a whole number. So we will say no, this is not a polynomial. So exponent of each term is a whole number, then it is called polynomial. What is the power of this term? 3, or exponent of this term? 3. So exponent of first term is a whole number. Here the exponent of the second term is a whole number. Here what is the exponent of this third term? 0. So that is, if x is not here, means the power is 0. So this algebraic expression is a polynomial. Okay, and term, I told you that each part of the algebraic expression, like this is called term, this is called term, this is called term. So this algebraic expression has 3 terms. And what is the coefficient? Coefficient means the number attached with the variable of different terms. That is what called coefficient. Meaning, if I just write 3x cube minus 4x square minus 3x 13x plus 4. Suppose if I write, first I need to check this, it is clear that this is algebraic expression. This is algebraic expression. What we have learned? Algebraic expression. So this is algebraic expression. How many terms that this algebraic expression contain? 4 term. 1 term, 2 term, 3 term and 4th term. Now just check the power of each term or exponent of each term. The power of this term is, how much? 3. Power of this term is 2. The power of this term is 1 or 0. So power of or exponent of each term is a whole number, so it is a polynomial. Now if it is a polynomial, if I have to find the coefficient of each term, then how can I find this? So if I have 4 terms here, okay, the first term is my 3x cube. What is the coefficient of this term? The coefficient of this term is 3. My next term is 4x square. So what is the coefficient of this term? Minus 4. Now my other term is minus 13x. So what is the coefficient of this? Is minus 13. So my last term is 4. This is also called constant polynomial, or if I just want to write in terms of coefficient, then I can say it is the coefficient of x raised to power 0. If it is asked what is the coefficient of x cube, you will say 3. What is the coefficient of x square? Minus 4. What is the coefficient of x? Minus 13. And what is the coefficient of x raised to power 0? Then you will say it is 4. So if I write a polynomial, suppose in the form of this, okay, in the form of this. So here in this expression has 3 terms. Then this, the constant term that is independent of x, this is called my constant polynomial. Constant polynomial, and the number 0 sometimes called 0 polynomial, that is also a constant polynomial. So if I write this, is this function contain a constant polynomial? Yes. Here the 1 is the constant polynomial. Okay, if I write a function x cube minus 8, so here my constant polynomial is minus 8. The constant polynomial is that includes a number, or we can say independent of variable. So that is what called constant polynomial. Now what is degree of polynomial? The highest power of the variable, that is what called degree of polynomial. If in this polynomial, if I just want to find the degree, then the degree will be how much? It is 3. Here the degree is 2, the highest power. The degree is 3, highest power of the term. We can, that include any of the term, okay. So highest power of the variable, that is what called degree. If I just tell you to find the degree of this, so for this, first you need to make this in a form of algebraic expression, like this is in form of product. So we need to further simplify this. When I multiply this, I will get this. So after calculating this in that simplest form, now it is the form of algebraic expression with the three terms. Now you are in position to find the degree. So here the degree of this function will be 2. Okay, so in order to find the degree, you should remember this thing in mind, that your expression should be in simplified version. Like if it is this form, so first you need to do the product, and suppose if I ask you to find the degree of this. Suppose if I ask you to find the degree of this function. Okay, so here you will see that is not in a simplified form. So if you see here 3x square minus x cube minus 2x cube, you can write as 3x cube plus 4x minus plus 9. Okay, so this will cancel out. So now your degree of this polynomial will be 2 here, because first you need to simplify this. If it is in product form, you just have to product them, multiply that algebraic expression, and then you can just find the degree. And here if the expression is like this way, so you have to take all the x cubes together or the like terms together, simplify that, write in standard form, and then just predict what would be the degree of that polynomial. Okay, so degree, what I mean to say, the index of the highest power of the variable, but that algebraic expression should be in the simplest form in order to find the degree. So the types of polynomial on the basis of degree. So what is linear polynomial? If the degree of the expression is 1, okay, suppose if I just write 2x plus 3, okay, or simply I write 2x or x like that. So if the algebraic expression has degree 1, okay, then it is called linear polynomial. What is quadratic polynomial? If I just write 2x square minus 3x plus 4, then what is the degree here? 2. Then the polynomial is called quadratic polynomial. So on the basis of degree, we can decide the polynomial, that whether it is linear, quadratic or cubic. So is this a quadratic polynomial? Yes, it is a quadratic polynomial, because although it has 2 terms, but its degree is 2. So it doesn't matter if it has only 1 term. Okay, if it has only 1 term, but if the degree is 2, then it is called quadratic polynomial. 3x square alone itself called quadratic polynomial. Okay. So, and the next is cubic polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is 3, then it is called cubic polynomial. For example, if I write 4x cube minus 3x square plus 9x plus 4, then what is the degree of this expression? 3. So, it is called cubic polynomial. It is not necessary that cubic polynomial must contain 3 or 4 terms. Like if I write 4x cube, 3x cube, okay, 3x cube minus 2x square, this is also called a cubic polynomial because its degree is 3. Okay, if I simply just write 4x cube, okay, or 12x cube, so it is a cubic polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is 3, then it is called cubic polynomial. If I write x cube minus 1, this is a cubic polynomial. If I write x square minus 1, then it is a quadratic polynomial because its degree is 2. If I write only x minus 1, then it is a linear polynomial. So, in this way, on the basis of degree, we can classify polynomial as linear, quadratic and cubic. Types of polynomial on the basis of number of terms. So, on the basis of number of terms, polynomial can be classified into monomial, binomial and trinomial. If the polynomial has only one term, suppose this is 3x only, so that is called one term only. So, this is called monomial. Okay. If I just write suppose 2 only, okay, so that is the constant polynomial, but it has only one term, so it is called monomial. Okay. If I just write minus 2x suppose, okay, minus 2x, so this has only one term, so it is called monomial. Okay. If I just write x cube, it has only one term, so it is called monomial. Yes, it is true, it is cubic polynomial on the basis of degree. It is cubic polynomial, but it is a monomial also. If I just write suppose 7x square, so yes, it is a quadratic polynomial, but it is a monomial. Okay. What is binomial? Binomial means if the quadratic polynomial has two terms, whether it is linear, quadratic or cubic. If it has two terms, here just we are deciding on the basis of number of terms. So, if it has two terms, binomial. Okay. If I write like this way, it has two terms, binomial. 4x4 plus 3x square, it has two terms, binomial. Okay. What is trinomial? If it has three terms. If the polynomial has three terms, then it is called trinomial. If suppose I write x cube minus 3x plus 1, it has three terms, then it is called trinomial. So, by the definition of polynomial, what we have learned that if the power of the each variable or each term is whole number, then it is called polynomial. So, if I write x square plus 3xy plus z cube, suppose if I write this way. So, here we will see that x, y, z. Here there are three different variables. If I just check with the power of the variable, here it is 2 or exponent of the variable is 2. Here the power is 1, here the power is 1, here the power is 3. So, in all the terms, I will see that the exponent of each term or each variable is a whole number. So, I must say this is a polynomial. But what type of polynomial is this? This is called polynomial with more than one variable. Here it is a polynomial with three variables. Okay. It is a polynomial with three variables. If I want to find the degree, first from this expression I must say this is a polynomial because the power of each term is a whole number, right? It is a polynomial. It has three variables. If I want to find the degree, here the degree of this term is 2. Here also the degree of this term is 2. Here the degree of this term is 3. So, what is the highest? Highest is 3. So, the degree here is 3. Okay, the degree, this is a polynomial with the three variable, degree is 3. Okay. So, if I just write like this way, x square plus xyz plus y square. Okay, so this is a polynomial because the power of each term is a whole number, and this is the polynomial having three variable x, y and z. Okay, now comes to degree. So what would be the degree of this polynomial? So the degree of this polynomial is not 2, the degree of this polynomial is 3, because if I found the degree of this term is 2, here the degree of this term is 3 because I need to add the each term. Here the degree of this term is 2. Here the degree of this term is 2. So I'll say this is the polynomial of 3 variables with degree 3. Okay, so this way just we find whether the polynomial has one variable or more than one variable. So how can I express the polynomial if it is in one variable? Suppose this is my polynomial. This is the polynomial in one variable, that is the polynomial with variable x. So I can express this polynomial as px. This signifies that polynomial of variable x. It is not necessary that here I should write the letter p. I can use any other letter, like I can express this as qx. But the important thing is that this signifies that my polynomial is with variable x only. Suppose if I write y square plus 3y. So this is my polynomial. How would I express this polynomial? This can be expressed as py, because here my polynomial is in one variable and that variable is y. So that is the polynomial of polynomial. This signifies polynomial with variable y. Okay, suppose if I write t square minus 1. So how can I express this? I can express this pz, that is the polynomial with variable z. So the polynomial whose polynomial whose variable I am taking here, that I need to express with that p. Here I can even express p, q, r, that is up to you. If suppose I have a polynomial t square minus 3t cube. Okay, how can I express this? I can express this like this way also, r t. Okay, or even I can express this as pt or qt. This letter doesn't signify anything. That signify means you are considering that polynomial in a variable t. Okay, polynomial in a variable t, that signify polynomial with a variable t only. See, how do we get a zero polynomial? Suppose we have a polynomial this. Okay, we have a polynomial this. This is a polynomial of variable x. So this way we can write this polynomial. So if the constant term of all the polynomial is 0, okay, if the constant terms of all the polynomial, suppose this is your a1, this is a2, this is a3, this is a4. If a1, a2, a3, a4 equals to 0, then it is called zero polynomial. And the important thing here is that the degree of zero polynomial is not defined. The degree of zero polynomial is not defined. Zeros of polynomial. So suppose if I have a polynomial x 2x plus 1. So how can I find the 0 of polynomial? By equating the polynomial equals to 0. For example, if I want to find the zeros of this polynomial, so I just can equate this is equals to 0. So my 2x plus 1 becomes equals to 0, or my x will be 1 by 2. So I'll say minus 1 by 2 is the 0 of the polynomial px, which is 2x plus 1. And sometimes zeros of polynomial is also called root of polynomial. So if it is asked that find the root of this polynomial or zeros of this polynomial, you have to do nothing but equate that polynomial is equals to 0. You have to make the equation and equate is equals to 0. So my x is equals to 1. So I'll say x is equals to 1 is the zeros of this polynomial. This signify that if I put here x as 1, then my answer will be 0. This signify my P1 is always 0. This signify here in this question my P minus 1 by 2 is 0. Okay. So let's understand the concept through some question. So we have a question, which of the following expressions are polynomial in one variable? So here first you need to check whether this is polynomial or not. In order to check whether it is polynomial or not, you have to check the power of each term. Okay, here the power is 0, here the power is 1, here the power is, here the power is 2, here the power is 1, here the power is 0. So power is a whole number. So yes, it is polynomial. Yes, it is polynomial. So how many variables does it contain? It contains one variable. Why it is polynomial? Because each term, the power of each term is whole number. Here you will see what is the power? 2. What is the power of this term? 0. Okay, because here you can write y raised to power 0. So yes, this is a polynomial. The reason is the power is whole number. Simply you will say the power is whole number. Okay, and since it contain only one variable, so this is a quadratic, this is a polynomial of one variable. Okay, now if I just predict the power, if I find out the power of this, the power of t here is 1 by 2. So since the power here is 1 by 2, which is not a whole number, so this expression is not a polynomial, because the reason is power is not the whole number. Here again for this term power is whole number 1. If I just check the power of y here, I can rewrite this expression as this way, because everything we just want in numerator only. So if I bring this in the numerator side, then I'll get y raised to power minus 1. Now I'll say this is not the polynomial, as the power is not the power of the second term is not the whole number. So I'll say it is not the polynomial. Okay, this is not the polynomial. For this, the power is 10, power is 3, The power is 50, all are whole number. So yes, it is a polynomial. This is a polynomial but not in one variable. This is a polynomial in three variable, because here the three different letters are present, x, y and t. So this is a polynomial in three variable. So we need to find which of the polynomial in one variable. So my answer will be only 1 and 2. These two are the polynomial in one variable, rest are not. This is a polynomial but in three variable. So if it is asked you to find the degree, or on the basis of degree if you need to classify then polynomial, so you will say here the degree is, here the degree will be how much? 2. So here you will say this is a quadratic polynomial. Here the degree is, it is not asked in this question, but I just tell you, if they asked you to find the degree, then how will you find this? Here the highest power is 50, so the degree will be, degree is here 50. Okay. So there is not specific name for the polynomial with degree 50, so you will just call this polynomial with degree 50 only. So here in this question you have to find the coefficient of x square. So this is a polynomial. Why this is a polynomial? Because the exponent of each term is a whole number. So now you have to find the coefficient of x square. So here is your x square. So what is the coefficient of x square? The number that is attached with x square with sign. That is the coefficient of x square. So this is 1. Here if I say the coefficient of x square, so the coefficient of x square here is minus 1, because the number that is attached with x square, that is minus 1. Here the coefficient of x square will be pi by 2. Okay. And here there is no x square in the expression, then what would be the coefficient of x square here? That will be 0 only. So here you have to give an example of a binomial. So you just have to write any binomial. Okay, I have written the binomial, but here the degree is 35. So here I need to make the degree, so here the degree is 1. So I need to make the degree 35. So I can write this x raised to power 35 plus 1, or I can write x raised to power 35 plus 2x square, like this way. So doesn't matter what would be the second term, but one of the terms should have the power of 35, so that its degree becomes 35. So means here the power should not be greater than 35, and the second important thing, that there should be the two numbers, two terms only. See, suppose if I write 2 plus x raised to power 35. So that is an example of binomial of degree 35. Binomial means it should have two terms. Degree 35 means you just have to put power 35 in any of these terms. So monomial of degree 100. So here monomial of degree 100. So you can just write like this way. Okay, or you can write like 3x raised to power 100, anything. So that it should be monomial of degree 100 only, or otherwise you can write like this 3x raised to 50 y raised to power 50. So that is a monomial with two variable having degree is 50. So you can write like this expression, but that should be monomial with degree 50, with degree 100. Trinomial of degree 20. So here you just have to write the trinomial, means your expression should contain three terms. Now you can make the degree 20. You can put the degree 20 with any of these terms. So here in this question you have to find the degree of each of the following polynomial and then you have to classify on the basis of degree. So I told you how to classify the polynomial on the basis of degree, that is monomial, binomial, that is your linear, quadratic and cubic. So on the basis of degree you just classify the polynomial in this way. So here first we find the degree, that is the highest power. So here it is 3. So my degree here is 3 and on the basis of degree it is my cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. If I just want to classify on the basis of number of terms, then this has 3 terms, so I can even write this is a trinomial. See, this classification on the basis of number of terms, this classification on the basis of number of degrees. Okay, here the degree is 4. The degree is 2, highest power is 2, degree is 2. So this is quadratic polynomial and the 2 terms, so it is called binomial. Okay, it is called binomial. The degree is 1 because the highest power of t here is 1. So it is a linear polynomial and since 2 terms, so it is also called binomial. This is not asked in the question. Okay, here in the question it is asked to classify it on the basis of degree. So that I am doing the extra thing, that if by chance in exam it is asked that classify whether it is monomial, binomial or trinomial, so you can classify in this way. So this is a what type of polynomial? Yes, it is a constant polynomial and the constant polynomial has degree of 0 always. But 0 is also a constant polynomial whose degree is non-defined, that you have to memorize. Okay, so here the constant polynomial with degree is 0 and this is 1 term, so it is monomial. Okay, that is called monomial. So here in this your degree is what? Degree is 2 and it is a quadratic because the degree is 2, and if you just classify on the number of terms, so it is binomial. Here the degree is 3, so it is cubic polynomial and 2 terms, so it is binomial. 2 terms binomial, it is cubic polynomial on the basis of degree and binomial on the basis of terms. So it has 2 terms, so it is called binomial. So here is a question, the polynomial is given, so I can write this polynomial as 5x minus 4x square plus 3. Now I need to find the value of polynomial when x is 0. X is 0 means we have to find the value of p0. That is what? 5 into 0 minus 4, 0 square plus 3. So what should I get here after calculating? 3. So that is the value of polynomial at x is equals to 0. The second condition, I have the same polynomial, so I am just copying it down. Now I have to find the value at x is equals to 1. So that is how much? P1, which is 5 into 1 minus 4, 1 square plus 3. 5 minus 4 plus 3. So this will be how much? 1 plus 3. 5 minus 4 will be 1 plus 3. So the value of P1 here will be 4. So here in this question, verify whether the following are the zeros of the polynomial. So here I need to find whether x is equals to minus 1 by 3 is the zeros of this polynomial or not. So what I need to do in order to find whether it is zeros or not, just I substitute x as minus 3. minus 1 by 3. So what I am getting after substituting this? I am getting the value of this is 0. So we can say yes, yes, minus 1 by 3 is a zeros of the polynomial zeros of 3x plus 1. So if you put that equals to 0, you are getting minus 1 by 3. So here you need to check whether this and this are the zeros of this polynomial. So what you do? You just have to put x p as 1. So if you put p as 1, you will get p1 is 0. So you will say yes, p1 is the 0, x is equals to 1 is the zeros of that polynomial. If you put x as minus 1, so minus 1 square minus 1, that again comes 1, because minus 1 square will be 1 only. So here again you will say yes, it is the zeros of polynomial. So here is a question. In this question you have to find the zero of the polynomial. So how do we find the zeros of the polynomial? If our polynomial is represented by this and I need to find the zero of polynomial, what I need to do? Put px equals to 0. If I put px equals to 0, then x plus 5 will become equals to 0, or x is equals to minus 5. So minus 5 is the zeros of 0 of this polynomial. Now here also what we do in order to find the zeros? Put px equals to 0. So 2x plus 5 is equals to 0. So whenever we need to find the 0 of the given polynomial, we just make that polynomial equal to 0. Okay, so here 2x is minus 5 and x will be minus 5 by 2. So that is the 0 of that given polynomial. Here if we make it 0, then make it equal to 0, then cx plus d equals to 0, cx equals to minus d, x equals to minus d by c. So that is the 0 of this polynomial. Here if we do px equals to 0, what do we get? 3x equals to 0, x equals to 0 by 3, or can be written as 0 only. So that is what the 0 of that required polynomial. So here we finish the basic concepts related with the polynomial. In the next episode, we will be covering the remainder theorem. So keep practicing.